Hey there, it's Angela from Dotty Media here. Wanted to give you some tips on how you can rock your Instagram account and make it look amazing. So the first thing that I want to tell you is about really pimping out your profile to maximize the chances of people finding you and understanding what you do. So I'm in the Instagram newsfeed here. I just want to tap down in the bottom right where it's got my little icon. And that takes me to my profile page. To edit the profile, I'm going to click into Edit Profile up the top right. So the first thing that I want you to notice is the username and the account name. So the account name, that's the top line underneath the profile picture. So it says Facebook ads and Instagram tips. Now you can see that a lot of people have that as the same as the username. So our username is @DottyMedia, and that's on that second line. Now lots of people will have their business name or their name on that top line as well. And that's a huge opportunity you're missing out on for search. This top line is ranked, it's part of the search algorithm. So the algorithm within Instagram when people are searching for your account, and also with Google. So it's really important that you maximize this top line. Now you only get 30 characters to put something in there, so you have to have a think about it, make sure it's something that makes sense for your business. But it can make a huge difference. I want to show you just in search the difference that it can make by not using the same name. So I'm just going to click on done on there, and I'm going to go to search, and I'm going to search for some people. So here we go. This is a good example. So we can see this is just a search. These are just some people on here. So for example, look at the Thank You Oz. So the username is Thank You Oz and the account name is Thank You. Now that doesn't tell me anything about what that account does. If I didn't know what that account did, I'd have to actually click on the account to go and check it out. I mean, what might be better is I'll just click through to their account. They could have something like Let's End Global Poverty or Ending Global Poverty as their account name. And it's much more likely for people to click through and find out what they're all about. So let's see if we can find another example here. So we'll go to the search screen, and here's another example. So this top one here, tallpoppy.surf. They've got exactly the same username and account name, but it doesn't really tell me anything about what the account does. When you click through to the account, you can see it's made to order swimwear, and it's really beautiful swimwear that she makes for kids and women, and she could really be utilizing that account name better by, even if it was made to order swimwear or custom swimwear for girls and women. So you can see, particularly in the search terms, why it's so important to have a different username from your account name. So that's the first thing to notice. So I'm going to go back into Edit Profile. The next thing is making sure that you have a relevant website URL. So in this field here, you can change this up as often or as little as you like. So a lot of people just have that going to their home page. We would recommend that you had it going to an email opt-in if you have one. So you could always be directing people to get onto your email list from Instagram. Or like we've got at the moment, we're running a series of workshops. So we're selling tickets to those workshops. So we've changed the link in our bio to go to our workshops page. And you can see that also ties in with the information that we've got in our bio. So social media workshop tour, and then saying where we're going to be in certain dates. Now, with the information section, so this section here, it reads better. So a lot of people will just have it all running into one paragraph, but if you can add some styling in there like we have, so if I just click on done, so you can see it on our account, it's much easier to read than just having it all as one paragraph. And you can see we've got the little hands pointing down to the URL, so just directing people's attention down to that URL. So Sometimes it can be hard to get that formatting within Instagram. They are always changing and it depends what type of phone you're using. If you are struggling to get the formatting into the bio section, I use Notes, the Notes app. I'll write it in the Notes app and I'll copy and paste it over. And that usually works pretty well. For this section here, this consulting business services, that's actually set from Facebook. Because we've got our Instagram account set up as a business account, it's pulling over the business type that we've got set in Facebook. So just make sure that if you are linking to your Facebook page, that you've got the right category set up for your business. Again, you can change this at any time in Facebook, but it will pull over to Instagram if you've got it set up as a business account. And then the business contact information, you can see when I click on that, it's taking me to Facebook and it's pulling in the details that I've got set up in my Facebook business page. So I'll just go back here. And then this private information down the bottom. So that's if you had an email address that you didn't want to be public, that is on there. So I'll just go back up to the profile picture. There's a few different theories on the profile picture. What we recommend is, if at all possible, you will have a photo of yourself in there. Even though it is an Instagram business account, people still like to do business with other people. They don't do it with business. So having a picture of yourself is often better than just a logo. However, if you're not comfortable with that, or if it makes more sense just to have a logo, then stick with that. Once you're happy with your profile, you can click done. So that really is an important part of making sure your Instagram account's set up so that people can easily see what you do. Now, if you want to link your Facebook business page to your Instagram account, if you want to share photos over, you do that from within the settings. So we click on the top right, you scroll down to linked accounts, click through to Facebook, and then if you haven't already set it up, you basically just keep clicking through, click through, share to, it will sync up with Facebook. Initially, it's going to stick with sharing to your private account, but if you keep pressing through, you can sync it to your business account. So I just want to show you a few accounts that are doing a really good job on Instagram and will maybe spark some ideas for what you could be sharing on your Instagram account. So I'm going to go to the search here, and up the top, I tap into the search box. I'm going to go to people, and I've got 3 accounts here. So I've got this one here, Xantha B, film and photography. I think she does a really great job of matching the color scheme. You can see she's not sticking to a set pattern. So sometimes you can see on our account, we have a set pattern that we stick to. So, you get that tiled effect. And we have, 3 tips in a row. We have 3 quotes in the diagonal, and it gives you that real tiled effect. Now, that is a good way sometimes of you to get some consistency into your Instagram feed, but you don't have to do that. And I think this account is a very good example of, it's not themed per se, but the colours match. She's got a good mix of, different shots. She's got people in it. She's got other beautiful shots, and she's making use of little videos as well. So you can see here the little video, which is excellent, of, creating a nice breakfast. So very clever use of video on her account as well. So that's Xantha B. Also Maple and Oak. We really love her account. Again, just the use of people in the shots and also just shots of beautiful things. And again, she's got like a similar colour scheme, that blue and pink. She's carrying that through a lot of her shots, and it gives a nice consistent feel to the account while still allowing her to post different shots of different things. So we really love that blue and pink theme, and which is carrying through most of that account. You can see it ties in with her profile pic where she's got pink hair and a blue headband. So the third one I wanted to show you was Little Paper Lane. Now there's a few things about this account we really like. I really love the use of the different font in her profile. So you can see she's got some little unicorns, and then the font, I just think it really stands out. You can see it makes a difference. Again, she's got Jade Little Paper Lane, so she could be saying what Little Paper Lane is in her account name, make it different from the username, but we'll let her off with that. Again, she takes beautiful shots. She features her kids in there, but it always ties in with the general theme of her account. What she also does, which we'll see if we can find examples, she seems to have like colour themes that she'll run through. So you can see there's a bit of a purple theme there, then it's maybe going into a bit of a blue theme. Then she's coming down and there's a bit of a pink theme, kind of orange. So she does use a lot of different colours in there, but we just think it's a really good example of different types of photography, different types of shots, but all kind of having a consistent feel around her quite unique brand and her quite unique kids. So that's just a few accounts that we like and that you might want to just have a look. So of course we couldn't talk about Instagram these days without mentioning the Instagram stories, which is a fairly new feature as of September 2016, and very similar to the Snapchat feature. Now what we love about the Instagram stories is, if I just go back to the Dotty account, we mentioned that we stick to quite a rigid theme, which makes the Instagram account look nice, and when people arrive on our page, they are pretty clear of what they're getting. They know what to expect from our account. However, that doesn't leave much leeway to be spontaneous and to put in images or little videos that don't tie in with the theme. So that's what's really great about Instagram stories, is that ability to just capture the in the moment things, and then you're not worrying about mucking up your theme on your profile. So if I just I'm just going to click on a couple of the stories along the top, just in case you haven't seen them and you haven't used them. So we'll tap on the Merrymaker Sisters. So they're showing us some nice video of the beach. I'll just turn that sound up and see if we've got any sound on there. Then you can just flick through by tapping on the right hand side. If you want to go back on the Instagram stories, you can tap up on the top left corner and that will take you back. So and there's Little Paper Lane. She's currently in the US touring around, so some pictures of her kids, and see, I love the way that you can use video in the stories to really capture the essence of what you're doing at that moment in time. So you can see Nina Peaky Healthy Meals. She's added some really great little I'll just stop that for the moment. Some really great little animations and some text over the screen. So if I just show you how you do that, because this can be a really, really great way of getting engagement. Now, if you want to create your own Instagram story, you just click on the little plus sign up the top, and then it will open up, if I show you. Hey, so you can just press once on the button beneath my face to take a shot. If you want to take a video, you press and hold on that. Now, something that a lot of people don't know about Instagram stories is you don't have to take it there and then. You can press and hold on the screen and drag down, and what happens is any shots that you've taken in the past 24 hours can also be added onto your Instagram story. So, I could tap on that, and it's not perfect because it will never be perfect. It's not square, but yeah, that's a way of you playing around with other photos that you might have taken but might not have already posted on Instagram. You can add your little text. You click up the top right. You can add different coloured. Let's just put that text in there, change the colour. Once you're done, you tap back on the screen. You can move that around just with your finger, and then you can also do some scribbles and things, so on the screen like that. Yep. So Instagram stories are a really cool way of showing another aspect of your account that maybe you aren't really conveying in the main Instagram feed. So if we just come back out of that, we'll just cancel that and we'll go back to the main Instagram feed. So getting engagement on Instagram, you know, that's the holy grail. That's what everybody wants. Now, our top tips for getting engagement on Instagram is getting out there and engaging with other people. Instagram is not like a one-way street. It's not sitting and waiting for people to come and find you. It's being proactive and going out and interacting on other people's accounts. So, you know, using that search function, you can search for people, you can search on hashtags, you can search on places. This is amazing, especially if you're a local business. So I live near Byron Bay, so I'm going to click near current location, and so I'm going to click on the farm Byron Bay because this is quite a popular location. So if I click on that, basically what I'm seeing are posts from people who have been in Byron Bay. So I'm going to go down to, you know, the most recent pictures. So this one here. So this is someone that's actually been at the farm Byron Bay. So if you're a local business, can you see the potential for you to connect with people? Now, you don't want to be spammy. You don't want to just be going to, you know, people's photos of their kids and start commenting. But if there's, you know, something like this, the Who Collective, so I'm assuming this is a business as well. It's a really lovely shot. I'm just going to like double tap to like that shot, and I might leave a comment. So being actively commenting on other people's images, interacting with people, that's the best way to get engagement on Instagram. Now, of course, you always want to be using hashtags on Instagram. Hashtags are a way for people to find you and connect with you that might not already know you. So I would always recommend doing some hashtag research. So going to your tags here. So for example, let's put in photography. Now, photography is a very, very common hashtag, and there was a point in time where it was actually technically a broken hashtag, which meant that if you used the photography hashtag on your photos, that it wouldn't actually be found in search. They have lifted that, but you can see here photography's got nearly 40 million posts associated with it. So it's actually not one of the best ones to use on your account, even if you are working photography. I'm just going to go down. So we can see here there's photography of the day. That's quite a good one. Photography skills, photography studio. All of these ones that have got less than, you know, quite a few million. Can you see underneath it tells you how many posts there are? Those are ones that potentially you may want to be using in your Instagram comment every time you post. So, you know, photography lover, you're just going to click on something on that. So you can go and see what people are posting under that hashtag, because you just have to make sure that sometimes you think a hashtag is a good one to use, and then you go and look at the feed and realise that some of the images on there you maybe don't want to be associated with. But you can see what people are posting. Then also along the top, Instagram is making some suggestions as to other hashtags that you might want to use or you might want to look up. So really make sure you do some hashtag research. Find some hashtags that you want to use on your account. What we do is we either save them into a note on our phone, and then we can just copy and paste. If there's ones that we want to use every time we post, we copy and paste them over into a comment or underneath the photo, or you can create a keyboard shortcut with different hashtags, and then every time you post you can tap into that keyboard shortcut and get all your hashtags up. But make sure, you know, we would recommend you use at least 10 hashtags. So if we go back to one of our posts, so you can see underneath here we've got quite a few hashtags, and again there's ones that we will use on all of our posts. Some, you know, we'll add in unique ones each time, but really do some research, make sure the hashtags are relevant to your business, because this is how other people will find your account. So now I want to go and show you what we use for planning and scheduling out our Instagram posts. So if you want to do some planning and scheduling on your Instagram account, we recommend using Planoly. So you just go to planoly.com and then you can sign up with your email address, or you can just use your Instagram account. Now, the pricing on Planoly is $7 per month just for a solo account, and that gives you a 15-day trial before you have to pay. So let's go back up to signing in. So we've already got an account, so I'm going to sign in here with my account and sign in with Instagram. Okay, and now we're in the Instagram app. So basically what it's showing you on this screen is here are all the posts that we've posted, and it's telling me how many likes and comments. So this one here, we can see that it had 124 likes and 7 comments. So it's actually a really good way as well of you keeping track and monitoring how well your posts are doing. But it's over here on the left where you can schedule, play around with things and get your feed looking the way that you want it to be. So unscheduled, that is basically just giving you suggestions. So these are quotes that we've uploaded into Planoly, but they haven't been scheduled out. Scheduled, that's showing you anything that's gone out on our Instagram account. So all of these images have been scheduled and have gone out on the account, and you can see underneath each image you can see how many likes and comments it's had. And then in this all section, that's just showing all the images and the different things that we've uploaded into the account. So if I go to unscheduled, I can choose to delete some of these. I can click on them and I can move them about. So you can see how I'm like planning out how I want my feed to look. So that if I want it to look a certain way, so if I wanted a line of quotes and then a line of colour and then white, I can plan it all out within here and then I can set the schedule. So if I wanted them to look like this, so say maybe I'm going to move that one down there and I'm going to move that one there. So you just play around with it, get it looking the way you want. Then you click on the image when you're happy with it. Put your caption in here, so you just type in whatever you want in there. Then you choose your scheduled date, so pick your date and then choose the time that you want it to be scheduled out on, and then you save it. When you do that, it will save it into the Planoly system, and then when it's time for that to be posted, you do get a notification on your phone. So you have to have the Planoly app installed on your phone. You will get a notification on your phone and you'll be able to post it along with the caption. You'll have to paste the caption in. And yeah, but it just means if you know that you need to post at a certain time, but it can take time to put in the caption. It's just a way for you to plan your feed out and then also schedule it so that at that allocated time, you literally have to press a few buttons to get it posted. You don't have to sit there and think about your caption. So that's how you use the scheduler part and the planning. Obviously, if you want to add new media, you can just click up here and then you're able to upload from your computer, your Dropbox or your Google Drive. It's also a great tool, and we'll just come out of that, click out there. Now it's also a great tool to discover new accounts. So you can go into Discover and you can search on different hashtags. You can also search on different users. So it's a really great way of, if you don't want to do all this on your phone, on your desktop, searching for different hashtags. So we'll search social media and see what comes up. And when you press enter, it's giving you suggestions of other hashtags that you might want to look up. And so these are a good source of new hashtags if you're struggling with hashtags. So, if I go to social media tips, I'm getting all the images that have that hashtag social media tips. Cool. And then in analyze, you can analyze, it's a brief overview of, how many followers, and then, how well you're doing each period. So that's a quick overview of Planoly. You can also go and look at your comments and respond to comments. You can also delete comments. So you can see some of these here. This one here, Millionaire Millennial, that's a spammy post. So they're using some kind of bot to automate their commenting on our feed. So usually with those ones, I will just delete them because I don't really want them on my page. These two, again, are probably spammy comments, top class and very good. So again, I'm just going to delete them, and I'm going to delete that one as well. Cool. So as you can see, you can go through here, go through all the comments, and if you wanted to reply, you can leave a comment on here as well. So it's a really cool tool for doing some Instagram stuff straight from your desktop.